You dudes, Oren here. We are streaming Monday Night Football. Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers, NFC Championship game rematch from last season. Oh, wow, you can hear that quite well. Let me turn that down a bit. But I love this part of the intro. The Snoop Dogg thing. I can feel it coming. Oh, a touch. Pumping us up. All right, that's better. Yeah, tonight. The Snoop Dogg verse, too. You see the Lions doing it. I can feel this moment all my life. Off the break. Monday night. Gritty. 313. Ain't pretty. Inch by inch in the air. Fair fight at the finish. Dog fight by the waves of win. Woo! Let's get it, Lions. When was the last time the Lions were on Monday Night Football? That would have been, if I'm not mistaken, Week 5 against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm trying to do setup, but you can't really see the shirt behind me, but that's okay. I got a couple of Christmas gifts. This wall art behind me, not a 5D, 5-layer picture of the Ford Field. Got this new hat. And this new coffee mug. I got the best family, best relatives ever. Yes, I am drinking coffee. I had Chinese food for lunch earlier, and I made me go into a food coma. And I woke up, and it was like 5:30. It's like, oh, crap. There goes my afternoon. And they're showing the head coaches. Dan Campbell's in his black hoodie, black Lions cap, walking around like chewing his gum. All right, we're about to start here. There's a kneecap there. There's a kneecap there. Got to get pre-assessed here. Debo Samuel's about to take the kickoff. The Lions won the toss. They deferred. So 49ers are starting the first half with the ball. Lions will get the ball to start the second half. Kick is up and underway. Takes it out to the 38 line. All right. Brock Purdy takes the field. I know the Lions' defense is severely banged up, but in general, I explained this in a previous video. I have 4 expectations for them. 1, get turnovers, interceptions, or fumble recovery. 2, clutch plays, something good for the Lions, cause for winning the game when we need it. There's a pitch to the right side, gains about 3 yards there. The third thing, probably, the rushing game. Allow as few rushing yards as possible. And then the fourth thing, every time the opponent gets into red zone territory, every red zone situation the Lions defense is in, half of those allow field goals or no points. I think that's a realistic thing that they can wrap their heads around and gain confidence from. 2nd and 7 right now. Purdy in shotgun takes the snap. Passes up the middle. They get a first down to the 45. But the Lions defense, they still have Jason Reeder. They still have Josh Pascal. They still have Jack Campbell, who's one of my top favorite players. Good character and all that. They still have Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch, who have a lot of interceptions. They're league leader. They're among the league leaders there. And they still have Terrion Arnold, who's emerging as a rookie. So glass half full mindset. They give the ball to the running back. Gains about 4 or 5 yards on that. Who So Deebo Samuel, I guess, was the running back on that. So is Deebo Samuel the running back now that Kushma Mahogany's out? I could be wrong about that. All right, fake hand, now play action. End around to Samuel to the right side. He gets a first down. San Francisco's moving the ball. Oh, yeah, and they still have Amik Robertson, who's been everything we've been hoped for and more. Even though San Francisco's banged up too, they still have weapons such as Deebo Samuel and George Kittle. You might remember him from a Little Caesars commercial earlier this year with St. Brown. Play action. Caught, first down and more, down to the 12-yard line. So here we go for red zone. But yeah, apparently they were selling these cupcake Little Caesars pizza things. And everyone in the commercial was like, everyone's got one except for you, George Kittle. And St. Brown is randomly there in the car. It's like, everyone but you, Kittle. I thought it was funny. All right. It's 1st and 10. The first down marker's at the 3-yard line. But this, I believe, within the 20-yard line is red zone. They're trying their trick plays, reverse to Ricky Pearsall. They gain a couple of yards. He tries to jump over them, but Kirby Joseph just shoves them out midair. I also have snacks over here. A bowl of mac and cheese and a giant cupcake. Second and 6, ball at the 10.5-yard line. Purdy's under center, running back behind him. Pitch to the running back. Takes it to the left side. Falls just shy of the first down to the 5. I know the Lions don't technically need to win this game because they got to beat Minnesota for the number 1 seed in the NFC and NFC North, but to beat the 49ers here, to crush them, would be a statement. Think of what the Buffalo Bills did to them, and then how close the Buffalo Bills game was to us. Looks like they tried to run it up the middle, and I don't think they got it. But it's 4th and 1 now. Looks like they're going for it on 4th and 1. Here we go, Lions defense. Let's see that red zone defense. QB sneak up the middle. It looks like they got it. I miss Ali McNeil. But what's done is done. It's onward. I wonder if... I guess I won't mess with things too much. They hand off the running back, and he gets stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal now. DJ Reader's right there. Whoa! What's going on? Terry Alnano and Juwan Jennings fighting. Or something. Right where the fans are behind the end zone. Jeez. Did they throw it? Yeah, there was a flag thrown. That should be on San Francisco. That's why San Francisco's crowd was reacting the way it was. They didn't see it right away because the camera was focusing on like DJ Reader and stuff. They're going to try to make it a probably penalties offset situation. I hope it's just San Francisco. Yeah, you can kind of see my bookshelf over here a little bit. Both teams, of course. Of course, they put Kirby Joseph on it. And now they're putting the negative spin on the Lions. Go figure with Joe Buck. In the 2012 World Series for baseball, Detroit's team and San Francisco's team met, and Joe Buck was heavily biased towards San Francisco. Pearsall catches it just short of the end zone. And they're still mouthing at each other. One foot down on the line, the second foot at the 1 yard. Brian Branch was covering him. Kyle Shanahan. Well, I guess you can't review it because it's technically not ruled as a touchdown yet. Shanahan of the 49ers is challenging it. Oh, replay assistant says touchdown. All right, so Lions defense, next red zone opportunity, just allow a field goal or less. Looks like Jake Moody's kicking the extra point, who has been inconsistent this year. But that extra point is good. San Francisco's opening drive, 7-0. Oh, I missed the time, but it looked like 8-something was left. Yep, 8:37. Halfway through the first quarter. So they ate a chunk of time out of that clock. Commercial break. Let's see what the team stats say about that drive. It's the only drive of the game so far, so 11 total plays from the 49ers. Time of possession, 6:23. Total rushing yards, 27. Total passing yards, 34. Red zone, they're 1 for 1. Oh, I can hear the ads from the headphones again. Let me know if you can hear these ads. I'm trying to make sure that you can't hear it on the live stream so that I don't get into trouble with copyright or anything. So, all right, I turned it down a little bit. So, Okay, that should be fine. That should be perfect, actually. 5 first downs for the 49ers. Now let's look at box score. Deebo Samuel had 3 carries for 16 yards. So, yeah, it looks like Deebo Samuel is doing a lot of the rushing. Isaiah Guerrero had 2 carries, and then Brock Purdy had 2. Oh, they're showing Dan Campbell press conference. Oh, it's from last week when he said he was going to go out and play and win. They're trying to send him up to look like a clown, even though they're losing 7-0. But there's still lots of ball game left. Yeah, it's so easy for me to forget that Joe Buck may or may not be biased. I've said I've gained respect for him after the Damar Hamlin situation, but like I just keep getting reminded of the World Series of 2012. Like he was just so biased towards the San Francisco team. But to be fair, the San Francisco Giants did sweep the Detroit Tigers that year. All right, kickoff. I believe that's Tom Kennedy. Takes it down to the 25. Tom Kennedy, Mr. Reliable, as he was nicknamed during preseason. I got to stop looking at box score because they are spoiling things for me. All right. Quick pass out to J-Mo. Gains about 3 yards. He's taken out of bounds. Talking about Ben Johnson being a hot head coach candidate. All right. 2nd and 7. Goff under center. J-Mo in motion. They hand off to Gibbs up the middle. Gains probably about 5 yards there. A couple yards shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down. Goff takes a snap in the shotgun, hands off to Gibbs. He gets the first down. It looked like he ran into his blocker and got tripped up there. But it's a 6-yard gain. We got the first down, though. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff under center. Brock Wright in motion. Hands off to Gibbs again. He gets a first down and more. Chunk play. Gets tackled out of bounds. About 15-yard gain on that play. Nice chunk play. Looks like he'll be on the sideline for the next play. He just gets up and just walks a couple of feet there since he was already right there. Nice blocking by everybody. Taylor Decker and all the other people. I think Craig Reynolds is in. Goff and shotgun on his right. It's a end around reverse to J-Mo, but he's trying not to get tripped up backfield, and he falls down. That'll be a loss. Five-yard loss on that play, Joe Buck says. Shane Gilstra was in. Yeah, it looked like Ragnar was pulling on the play, but the defender beat him to the spot, I guess. But it's 2nd and 15. Goff and shotgun. J-Mo in motion. Goff processing. Dumps it off to the right. Craig Reynolds gets it. First down and more. There is a flag thrown, though. Decent play by Reynolds, but what's the flag? On defense, 0. Decline. All right. Illegal contact on 0 of the defense of San Francisco. On green. I forgot Craig Reynolds had pass catching hands like that. So, because I know he's like your standard running back. So, but I'll take it for sure. Skip's in the huddle. Mahogany's in the game. What is going on with them? You know this is going to be a trick play of some kind. Goff is under center. J-Mo's in motion. Running back in the backfield. They give it to Jameer Jefferson, who's brought up from the practice squad. He gets all the way down to the 1. I wanted to say Gibbs, but I saw the 8 and I was like, oh, that's got to be Jefferson. Drafted in the 7th round in Brett Holmes' first year in 2021 out of Oregon State. So those extra linemen were in there for extra blocking, I suppose. 2nd and goal. St. Brown in motion. A handoff to Jefferson. Oh, he gets tackled. It's Bielasa, too. Fred Roner was there. We got to score on this drive. We got to answer a score with a score. Third and goal. Gibbs is in now. Goff under center. A bunch of people lined up on the left, but J-Mo's in motion. And J-Mo gets the ball. And he's going to get in. He strides in. Scissors, touchdown, Lions. And as usual, I forget to update the score behind me. Nice blocking, Graham Glasgow there. Nice blocking by Laporta and the other guy. Laporta blocked 2 people out, the announcers are pointing out. And the extra point is blocked. By Jordan Elliott. Who let him through? All right. I was about to say that the 2 drives canceled out right up until that extra point. But Detroit's getting started, though. Three minutes, 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'll be right back. of me on that. All right. We are early on in this chess match. It only took the Lions 4 minutes and 55 seconds to score on that drive. 29 yards in passing, 36 yards in rushing. And only 9 plays. So slightly better drive than the 49ers in their first drives. And they're talking about the Lions injuries once again. I was watching some of the pregame of this. Jason Kelce was getting really pumped up talking about Penei Sewell and the Lions offensive line and all their shenanigans this year. So I love it. He got that way too week 1 against the Rams in that overtime drive where they just kept giving it to Montgomery and ramming it down their throats. Man, I miss Montgomery, though. 1st and 10 at the 30. Purdy under center. Play action. Trying to roll out to his right. Getting chased by Vildor. And he gets taken down by the flags are thrown. Flag is thrown in the backfield. Holding defense 69. Automatic first down. Al-Qaeda Muhammad. Thank you for being mature adults after hearing holding 69. Yeah, I can't deny that. That was on Kittle's helmet. Anyone but you, Kittle. So now the ball's at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Purdy under center. Running back in the backfield. 86 in motion. Pitch to the running back. And he gets met right away. No gains. Jack Campbell's right there on the tackle. That was a big hit. That was a big hit by Jack. Northern Savage. Man. Jack Campbell's a beast. They're talking to him right now. Leads the team with 112 tackles. 2nd and 9. Shotgun. Purdy's going to pass it. Dumps it off to the right. Breaks 1 tackle. Brian Branch tackles him. Gains, 6 yards or so? 3 yards away from a first down. Rude. Hello. All right, 3rd and 4. The 49ers got to get to the 45-yard line. Purdy in shotgun. Takes a snap. Processing. Passes up. Pearsall catches it. Are they saying incomplete pass when he went out of bounds? He juggled it too long? I'll take it, I guess. So I guess he got it. 1st and 10. Hand it off. And he's breaking through. He'll get a first down. Gain of 11 there. Charlie Heck, It's a tall dude with a mustache from San Francisco's practice squad. All right. Pretty pass up the middle. Kill gets it, catches first down and more, down to the 14. We have another red zone situation come up. So let's try to maybe get a turnover, but like limit it to 3 points at the most. I have faith in you, Lions defense. First quarter's winding down though. 5. And a Lions D lineman jumps off sides. Looks like DJ Reader got fooled on the snap stuff. The clock gets reset to 6 seconds. DJ Reader. First quarter comes to an end. I see Melifonwu walking behind Campbell, so he has a role of some type in this game, I think. This time I will remember to do this. There we go. There's nobody in here. There was somebody in here toward the start, but they left. It's all good. If you look at my thumbnail, I think you'll know what I'm kind of expecting in the near future. Looks like ESPN will get the Saturday nights for their Monday game, or they're calling it NFL, I guess. The Saturday games and stuff. And surprise, surprise, Lions are Sunday Night Football against the Vikings. Winner take all. The Vikings been on our heels for all season long and have not let up. But to be fair, we did snatch away first place for them in week 5 we played them? Week 6, week 7, week 8? Talking about Joe Burrow and Russell Wilson. But the Bengals have been playing really good. Burrow's been very good lately. They're trying to cram on the last day of the exam, night before the exam. Purdy dumps off to 44. Gets the first down. Did he get it? 49ers get touchdown. I wonder if the Lions score a touchdown in this next drive, if they will if they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Extra point is up and good. Lions will get the ball back. Oh, baby. George Kittle is now the leading receiver for San Francisco with 38 yards, or actually from everybody so far at this point. Because Craig Reynolds has a 26-yard reception. But what about defense? Kirby Joseph has 3 solo tackles, and a handful of other players like Jack Campbell each have 1. But as far as total tackles, Kirby Joseph has 4, Jack Campbell has 3. Trevor Nowalski has 3. There's Pat O'Connor, Brian Branch, DJ Reader, Levi Onwuzurike, Terrion Arnold, Ezekiel Turner, Amik Robinson, Anthony Pittman. And yeah. Total yards, San Francisco is up to 121 yards now, off of 17 total plays. 82 yards passing, 39 yards rushing for San Francisco. They are 2 for 2 on red zone. So the next 2 red zone opportunities, no touchdowns to make it to my 50% goal. The Lions have 2 penalties, which have cost them 10 yards, though. Time of possession for San Francisco is 10 minutes, 12 seconds. But they've had 2. San Francisco had 2 drives so far, and Detroit's about to start their second drive. We're talking about Jerry Goff right now. He has 33 touchdowns, which it says is a career high. Or it could have been 32. I might have misread it. It was quick when I was looking at it. There's a touchback, but there's a flag. .40 of the receiving team, illegal formation. Maurice Norris, a DB, but no doubt a special teams person. So Detroit gets it at the 25. Goff play action. Dumps off to Laporta. Gains about a yard there. Laporta's done things every now and then, but we're not seeing him like breaking tackles like we did last season. But to be fair there, he didn't have an opportunity to do much. Like right when he caught the ball, then he was tackled. So 2nd and 9, Goff and shotgun. Running back standing to his right. There's 3 receivers on the left side. And they give it to Gibbs. Runs it up the middle, gets about 6 yards. They're talking about how the Lions had a bye at week 5. Yeah, I agree. Roger Goodell screwed them over there. But 3rd and 4, Goff passing. Up the middle. First down to Laporta. Across the middle. That's all the more reason why that first-round bye is important for Detroit. Not just for that, but for home field advantage in the divisional round playoff game and NFC Championship game, should they make it that far. Because we've never seen an NFC Championship game at Ford Field before. We had a chance for home field last year, but right around this time last year, the refs decided to screw us against Dallas with the Decker reported thing. Gibbs gets the ball. Good blocking. Gains about 5-6 yards. A couple yards shy of the first down. It'll be 2nd down now. Come on, Lions. Goff Anderson and 2 running backs lined up behind. Gibbs gets it. First down and more. Down to the 40. A chunk play. Brock Wright was lined up as a running back, and Skip was there. He pulled into the middle and blocked. First and 10 at the 40. Goff and shotgun, running back on his right. Bunch of people lined up on the left side. Goff dumps off to Laporta, gains about 6 yards there. A flag on the play. Holding on Penei Sewell. He'll get one of those every now and then. He's got to take on Nick Bosa, and that's the best of the best right there. I remember Penei Sewell's very first game, Dan Campbell's first game and all that. They played against the 49ers. He had to go up against Bosa at left tackle. Post-game, Bosa did say, yeah, Penei Sewell did a really good job. He's somebody who I think would make a really good left tackle in the future. So he has Bosa's respect at least. Goff takes a snap and shotgun, processing, rolls out to his right a bit. Now he's scrambling, trying to avoid the sack, and he goes down. Looks like that time Bosa got the sack. A 49ers player is injured. 53. Bosa's hobbling around, but D. Winters is the one down on the ground. Talking to the ref. Injury commercial break. Just going to loosen this a little bit, make it looser on the head. Yeah, that's more comfortable. So shout out to my aunt and cousins for these Christmas gifts, the hat and the coffee mug, and then shout out to my sister for this wall art behind me, the 5-layer Ford Field decoration. So I think I found a good spot and a good use for all these things. So here we are. And yes, I think I mentioned this already. I'm drinking coffee because I passed out and fell asleep all afternoon. I fell into food coma after eating Chinese for lunch today. I was trying to use this day, a Monday, to pay some bills, but turns out the majority of my bills don't need to be paid right away like I thought. So I'm going to update this here. All right. Showing a replay of the previous play. Oh, yeah. Bosa, I think, got around Sewell that time. It took a little while, but Bosa finally got through. That's why we hold you to high standards, Panay. Still, you got to do your job. Panay Sewell, you are a foundational piece for a reason. But I know you know that. Goff and shotgun, 2nd and 24 now. Goff looking to pass, dumps it off to Gibbs to the right side, breaks the tackle, goes out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down. Bosa's not on the field right now. It's over by the blue tent. Now he's going into the blue tent. It's 3rd and 12. Goff and shotgun. Bunch of receivers lined up to the right. Takes a snap. Oh, hook and ladder to J-Mo. And he's going to get the 1st down. And he's going to beat everybody. Touchdown, Lions! They pulled the hook and ladder again. This time to J-Mo. Ben Johnson's fired up. Are they going to go for 2 here to even the score? Maybe not. Laporta had a key block, or he was out in front and he distracted them enough. J-Mo has a good track record of touchdowns on this 49ers field. I forget what they call it now. It's not Candlestick Park anymore, I don't think. Going for the extra point. This time they get the extra point. Still trailing by 1, but all right. So 2 drives for each team have been answered with touchdowns. The difference is 1 blocked PAT. Lions now have 150 total yards on 17 total plays. That's tied with San Francisco's 17. 8.8 yards per play compared to San Francisco's 7.1. 86 yards passing for Detroit. 64 yards rushing for Detroit. 4 penalties costing them 25 yards, though. The penalties, though. Time of possession, 9:39. Since we're still technically losing, it's San Francisco's job right now to try to eat the clock, I suppose. Just going to stay quiet here until we get back from commercial. Now they're talking about all the Lions trick plays. Jamison Williams is just so fast. Dan Campbell's going, yeah! Yeah! St. Brown and J-Mo talking to Antoine Wendell, the wide receivers coach. Kickoff, kneeled into the end zone, touchback. Purdy takes a snap and shotgun. Quick pass. Gets a first down. No incompleted pass from either quarterback in this game, Joe Buck points out. They run the ball at the middle. Oh, that's a first down now. They didn't get the first down the previous play. It was inches. They get a first down and then like 5 yards and then piles. Preston Guriendo. They know more about these practice squad linemen for the 49ers than I do. Joe Buck does. Purdy under center, hands it off. Nowhere to go on there. Gain of maybe 1. That's what I like to see from the Lions defense, no matter what. Giving up as few rushing yards as possible. Because as they all like to say, it starts with stopping the run. Second and 9. Purdy under center. Pearsall was doing the running pre-snap. He was doing the pre-snap motion, and the timing was perfect because Purdy just handed him off as he was doing the motion and then tried to go around. But he was met by Melifonwu, only gained like a couple yards on that one. It's good to see Melifonwu back, by the way. It's good to see him back. And it's just me or is Kyle Shanahan getting older? Purdy takes a snap and shotgun, dropping back. He's going deep. And he caught it inside the 10-yard line. A big pass by Purdy. No flags on the play. I don't know if Terry and Arnold got burned on that or what happened. But it's first and goal for San Francisco. Purdy under center. Pat pitched to Correndo to the left side. No gain on that play. Pascal was near getting a tackle for loss. Second and goal. Purdy takes a snap and shotgun, processing. He scrambles, goes up the middle with it now, and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. Yeah, when you play man, that's the risk. Because everybody has their back turned to the quarterback, and they can run it. Even someone who's not known for running it, like a pocket passer like Purdy. .47 should have stopped him. Ezekiel Turner, you were right there, and you were watching them the whole time, and you still let him get into the end zone. That one is on you. PAT was nearly blocked. Not to worry. Detroit's offense gets the ball to start the second half. If there's one player I think that deserves to be chewed out on the Lions defense, Ezekiel Turner. I don't get how you let Brock Purdy, who's not known to be a mobile quarterback, get past you like that when you were like watching him the entire way. Like he was past the point of no return where he couldn't pass it to anybody like an RPO. So he should have been able to stop him from getting to the end zone. But how much can you ask for with second stringers, I suppose? That's just my opinion. We're talking about the late Jimmy Carter who passed away the other day. Yesterday, in fact. I wish I would have known what he was like as a president. From what I've heard of him, definitely sounds like some interesting stuff. Like My earliest memories of presidents, honestly, was when George W. Bush first got elected, and then like 9/11 happened, and then like all that situation with Iraq and Afghanistan and those things, and then Barack Obama, and then Trump, and then now Biden, and now soon to be Trump again. Anyways, Lions offense takes the field again. I saw two people come in here, and now they're gone. 6:13 left to go in this half. Detroit gets the ball at the 30. 1st and 10. Goff under center. 2 running backs behind him. They will hand it off, but he gets tackled in the backfield. Gross Matos is there for the tackle for loss. Got past Decker there. 2nd and 12. Goff in shotgun now. Goff takes a snap. Processing. Pass. 1st down and more. And he runs out of bounds. Gibbs. Being a good check down option there. Got the 1st down and more. This is definitely the Alvin Kamara stuff I was anticipating when they drafted Gibbs. Opens up everything. St. Brown in motion there. Play action. Goff just chucks it to the ground. He was about to get sacked anyway. What was Jefferson doing there? Goff makes smart decisions like that, though, so. All right. Play action. Dumps off to Gibbs. Screen blocking. Gets about 7-8 yards there. Bosa is back into the game. He was concussion evaluated. Oh! Looks like his head got rammed on that one as he was trying to bring down Goff. You better not wobble for your sake, Bosa. There's a 1st down. St. Brown pass. He does the elephant 1st down thing. I think he was talking about that on his podcast recently. I'm just going to check my YouTube live stream from my YouTube channel as a video. And Craig Reynolds gets the handoff. It's kind of more of a power back. He gets a yard shy of the 1st down there, so. Okay. All right, 2nd and 2. Goff under center. Reynolds gets the 1st down and more. Reynolds may not be David Montgomery, but he can get the job done. We give him a good offensive line. That's what we have. Play clock's down to 5, 4, 3. Now the snap. Quick pass to St. Brown. The first down inside the 20. Down to the 15. First down. We are at the 2-minute warning. It's like 3 drives each. Detroit's on their third one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I say. So why not have a play that involves J-Mo in some way to get another touchdown? Excuse me, sorry. That was very unprofessional of me. Get a couple of bites in here while nobody's in here. Yeah, like I said before, Lions don't technically need to win this game. They just need to win against Minnesota. But if we can win this game, I would rather go into the Minnesota game being on top than being in that number 5 spot. And I think that little ounce of psychological warfare would make all the little difference, give us as much advantage as possible, especially going in and playing on Ford Field. So for that reason, I still prefer to win this game. I prefer it to be a blowout, but, San Francisco is putting up points. If it was a blowout, then maybe we could bench some of our starters and let people like Hendon Hooker play, but the game is not shaping out to be like that right now. Plus, Dan Campbell, he likes to have his team battle tested as best as possible. We learned that last season, so. Baker Mayfield. I have a love-hate relationship with that particular quarterback. He'll do things that are inconvenient for my Lions, but still, though, I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks out there. People like to talk about Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow all the time. But Baker Mayfield will have a lot of really good games, but then they won't win, and then he gets forgotten. So Gibbs gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. It looked like a fake handoff to a lineman afterwards. I don't know what that was. Yeah, it looked like Sewell was going in for a fake reverse handoff or something. Quick pass to the right. St. Brown gets about 5 yards. Shanahan calls timeout for the 49ers. The timeouts are going to start being called. I kind of wonder what Dan Campbell is going to do to try to get ahead, though, in terms of if they get a touchdown, when will they go for the 2-point conversion or something like that? Or will he make them do 1 point on purpose to force them to have to play from behind, keep them sharp? Gibbs goes around to the right side, gains a couple more yards, but not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. Buck is sarcastically saying, yeah, they're going to run the field goal unit right out. 28%, highest in the NFL. He's the trendsetter for teams going for it on 4th down. But the Lions offense has earned the trust to be able to do that. One minute, 18 to go in this half. It's 4th and 3. And they're like, what, 8 yards away from a touchdown too? Yeah. Goff and shotgun, running back on his left. Receivers spread out everywhere. Takes a snap. Incomplete. Bernardo Green on the coverage for Sam Laporta. Well, credit to the 49ers. That was the first time a defense stopped a touchdown from taking place in this game. But Detroit gets the ball to start the second half, so they'll have all the advantage in that half. But they got to put up points soon and take the lead soon so that way they can run down the clock. Check Twitter real quick. Annie Agar says, why does Detroit have to be so fun to watch? Because you grew up in Detroit, Annie, and you chose to root for the Green Bay Packers. You got no one to blame but yourself on that one, my lady. Brandon Perna says, cool shit. Like everybody's on Twitter talking about the hook and ladder play where the Lions got their last touchdown. Back into their bag of tricks for another touchdown, says Adam Scheffner. Woodward Sports is like, no way Tyrion slapped him like that. Yeah, and Kirby Joseph was the one that got penalized for that. Oh, we're back. All right, San Francisco gets the ball at the 8-yard line. Maybe a safety here. Oh, he's in the end zone. Get him. Oh, he gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. Second and 10. Maybe he can get a safety or a turnover subtype here. Purdy tosses it. It's caught. Takes it down to the 45. Was that Jalen Reeves-Maben on the coverage? Purdy takes a snap again. Oh, Jack Campbell almost sacked him. Yeah, that was Germ on the coverage, and he got beat there. I mean, I'm glad to have Germ back. He steps up for certain linebacker things, but he's really the special teams guru. "33 seconds to go in the half. Purdy takes a snap and shotgun, processing. Another first down, goes out of bounds. San Francisco moves the ball again. If we can stop them from putting any points on the board before halftime, that would be ideal. Because we're only down by 8 points. Don't get me wrong, we've proven we can do a comeback. We've proven we can score points on Buffalo and try to come back, but I prefer to get ahead sooner rather than later. And to do that, we need to keep them to the 8 points. No more points to end this half. Passes, another first down. They continue to move the ball down to the 32. So San Francisco's pretty much in field goal range right now, aren't they? Purdy clocks it. Oh, Malik Robertson punched it out and it went out of bounds. Third and 2, ball at the 28-yard line. Come on, Detroit. Oh, that's a first down and more to Kittle. He's going down to the 10, to the 6. There's a flag on the play, though. Pass interference offense, 19, 10-yard penalty. Okay. I'll take it. Kittle's going after that. Anyone but you, Kittle. So now the ball's at the 40, and it's 3rd and 12. Purdy and shotgun, processing. Quick pass to 85 to Kittle again. He goes out of bounds. It won't be enough. It'll be 4th down now. 7 seconds to go. Field goal units going out there. Jake Moody. I loved him when he was at Michigan, but as an NFL kicker, he's been inconsistent, to say the least. He made a couple of deep, impressive ones in the Super Bowl, if I remember right, last year. 51-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it's no good. No good. 2 seconds left to go. All right. We did what I was hoping they would do. We didn't allow any points. I love you, Jake Moody, but I'm glad you missed that one right now for the sake of the Lions. Yeah, being a kicker is a tough business in the NFL. Just look at Cade York. He was drafted fourth round by the Cleveland Browns a couple of years ago, and now we see him with the Bengals, and he doinks that one in during the overtime portion. And we are now officially in halftime.
Kyle Shanahan says they run the ball too well.
That's what we do best, my friend. I like to watch Monday Night Football halftime stuff because I like watching Chris Berman do the recaps of the games. You have him as long as you can. Why not use him, you know? Who does it better than that guy can? Whew. It's halftime. I think a lot of Lions fans expected the Lions to blow out the 49ers. It's just that San Francisco got the ball first in the first half, and then it's been they score a touchdown, we score a touchdown, they score a touchdown, we score a touchdown, they score a touchdown, we get stopped, and then field goal attempt, and then nothing there. So, but Detroit gets the ball at the second half, and then they should have the advantages and should be able to get more touchdowns and take advantage. So they're only down by 8 points right now. Jason Kelsey's here. Oh. Let's check out some of the team stats for halftime. Oh, I should do halftime. The halftime thing. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty even match right now. San Francisco has 15 first downs to Detroit's 11. 4 drives each total. Total yards, San Francisco 260 to Detroit's 211. The rushing yards, Detroit has 76, San Francisco 60. Passing, San Francisco has 200 even, Detroit 135. Time of possession, it's actually closer than you think. San Francisco 15-19, Detroit 14-41. Penalties, though, I think are kind of killing in this game. San Francisco has 1 for 10-yard loss. Detroit has 4 for 25 yards loss. San Francisco's 3 for 3 on red zone opportunities. Detroit is 1 for 2. So we got to win the red zone game too, in my opinion. Let's look at some individual box score stats. Jared Goff, 11 for 13, 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Brock Purdy, 14 for 16, 2 touchdowns with 200 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 carries for 60 yards. Isaiah Guerrero, 7 carries for 26 yards. Remember, there's no Christian McCaffrey in this game. Jameson Williams is the leading receiver for the Lions with 44 yards. It was probably that hook and ladder play. He's got a touchdown here. Gibbs actually has 3 receptions for 37 yards. He's doing that Alvin Kamara stuff that we knew he'd do since the draft. Ricky Pearsall, 4 receptions for 63 yards. Isaiah Guerrero also with 3 receptions for 53 yards. And then George Kittle, 3 receptions, 45 yards. Nick Bosa has a sack. In other words, the sky is blue. No tackles for loss on Detroit's side. How is Jack Campbell doing? I don't even see his. Oh, he's up here. 5 total tackles and 1 solo tackle. So, but Fred Werner also has a tackle for loss. I remember that play specifically. And then Udir Gross-Matos has a tackle for loss too. I want to know who gave up that blocked point early on in the game. That's kind of what's bugging me a little bit. I couldn't quite make out which Lions player let the guy through, but you know, it is what it is. I'm confident the Lions should be able to catch up. Oh, here we go. Here's the Chris Berman thing. Okay, the Berman thing's not going to start yet. They're still talking to Jason Kelsey and the ESPN people. They're talking about other teams and playoff scenarios and that sort of thing. If I guess I had to choose a secondary team to root for besides the Lions, I think it'd probably be tied between the Steelers and the Chargers. The Steelers because they tend to draft every other player I think the Lions are going to draft. So players like Darnell Washington and that defensive lineman from Wisconsin, George Pickens, in recent years. And then the Chargers, just because they rebuild a team in the way that I would prefer to do it, which I think is the more successful. Jim Harbaugh, knows how to do that by focusing on the trenches, focusing on defense, focusing on the rushing game, even though he does have a really good quarterback. And look how much more success the Chargers have had this year because of it. So, and I've wanted to root for the Chargers because they seem like the most, bland or least talked about team over the years, especially back when they used to be in San Diego. Like I was shocked when they moved their team up to Los Angeles. So, because San Diego, do they even have us? I think they just have baseball, the Padres now. That's all that's left for them. That's a bummer for that city because I don't think they've ever had a championship in that city. But Detroit has never had a football championship, at least not in the last few decades or so. No Chris Berman thing. I'm surprised. Unless I straight up missed it, which I don't think I did. All right. Before the games yesterday, I know a lot of Lions fans were ironically rooting for the Packers to beat the Vikings and stuff like that, but I just took the mindset of I'm just going to assume the Vikings are going to win and Detroit's going to have to win out these last 2 games, and And that's that. Like I didn't want to be that fan who like decided to root for the Packers and was proven wrong and proven to be an idiot when they lost. So I just like Woody Harrelson's character in Star Wars, I think expect to be betrayed by everyone and you'll never be disappointed and stuff like that. Like that's kind of the mindset I had. So I just assumed the worst and hope for the best. And yeah, the Lions are going to have to do a winner take all, We'll have to do it ourselves, as Thanos would say, or Heath Ledger's Joker would be like, can't rely on anybody these days. Got to do everything yourself. Don't we? That's okay. I came prepared. It's a funny world we live in. Oh, speaking of which, have you ever learned how I got these scars? No, but I know how you got these. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Dark Knight. I came this close to watching Dark Knight for Christmas. Hey, is that Gibbs in a commercial? A Sony commercial? It is Gibbs doing a Sony commercial for like AirPods and headphones and stuff. I also saw Gibbs and Demo in a recent like local commercial for like Meyer for like Tide and for like boneless wings and stuff like that. So it's nice to see them in commercials every now and then. Oh, here we go. Here's the Chris Berman thing. Oh, no, it's not. It's more Snoop Dogg. Dan Campbell. Here comes some Dan Campbell sound bites. Gotta love Dan Campbell. He agrees. Red zones where they got to do, and all the little things. Knock it off, announcers. No Van by the River crap from you. Kickoff is about to begin the third quarter.
Detroit gets the ball to start the third quarter and the second half.
Tom Kennedy's taken out to the 30, 35. I'm going to make an adjustment to my appearance. There we go. Okay, 34. Golf under center, 1st and 10. Play action. Caught to St. Brown, 1st down, goes out of bounds. Or was he out of bounds? I can't tell. St. Brown looked like he was hobbling, but he's jogging now. 1, 2. He looks like he had possession. It looks like that's in bounds. Okay. St. Brown looks all right, I guess. Play action again. St. Brown gets the ball again, gets about 6 yards, goes out of bounds there. They're replaying to the hobbling. Stop trying to make something out of nothing, TV crew. In real time, it looks fine. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 47. They hand off to Gibbs. Gets tackled by Bosa. It'll be a loss of 1 or 2. I trust Penei Sewell to do his job, but that being said, it might be beneficial to maybe get a little help with Bosa from someone somewhere. It's 3rd and 5 now. Pass across the middle, caught to J-Mo, 1st down and more, down to the 41. Campbell goes. Dan Campbell. Anyway, 1st and 10. Down to the 41. Goff under center. Williams in motion. Running back in the backfield. Running back gets the ball. Gibbs has a loss of 1. He's met right before he gets to the line of scrimmage. I know the running is setting up the play action nicely, but I think the passing in the end is what's going to win us this game. And we need to do just enough running to set up that play action. Second 11. Goff and shotgun. Gibbs gets the ball again. Gets about 5 yards there. Goff pass. Caught by J-Mo again. Wait, Robinson, excuse me. The 9 and 8 look very similar. And Josh Reynolds wore number 8 last season. Must have been brought up from the practice squad. First and goal. Play action. Pass. Goes out of bounds. Is that car alarm? I know it can't be mine. Yeah, there's a car alarm going off in my parking lot somewhere. It doesn't sound like my car alarm, but I'll check on it after this drive. Now it's off. Second and goal. Goff and shotgun. Running back on his left. Running back gets the ball. Gibbs fights his way for like 4 yards. It's third and goal now. Talking about Demo and Gibbs together. 12 touchdowns each. Montgomery has 775 yards total. Gibbs has like 1,224 or something like that. Third and goal. Ball at the 7. Goff gonna pass. Caught. Laporta touchdown. He spikes it. Dan Campbell style. And it looks like they're going for 2. This is the time they're going for 2. Like clockwork. Come on, Lions. Goff and shotgun. Bunch of people lined up to the right. Gibbs in motion behind him. Goff going to pass. He's getting pressured. Gets rid of the ball. And it's caught by Tim Patrick. The 2-point conversion is good. We are tied up.
I knew they were going to go for 2 at some point.
$21s apiece. Yeah, that's the first time I heard anything from Tim Patrick in this game, so that's good. Hey, Sheila Ford Hampson attendance. She's all smiles tonight. Showing her interview back a couple years ago, mid-season. October 26, 2022, after 1-5 start. $33-10 since the Sheila Hampford interview. It was right around that time, I think. Lions had just lost to Miami. It was another shooting match, but like the Dolphins receivers had like set records against us. They fired Aubrey Pleasant, the DB's coach, and then Brad Holmes traded away TJ Hawkinson to the Vikings, and the players had a players-only meeting, be like, guys, we got to turn this around. And their next game against Packers, that's exactly what happened. Kickoff commences, and he gets tackled at where? The 44? And there's a flag on the play. And there's Brad Holmes, and there's the president whose name escapes me at the moment. Oh, Chris Billman there's there too. Holding by receiving team number 9. What is that president's name? He's been with them forever, right? Rod Wood? I think, yeah. Purdy, play action. Caught for first down. Kirby Joseph pops Jennings there, but he got the first down. Before that part, and then after. They hand the ball off. He gets met, gains about 4 here by Jack Campbell, and I think that was Kendall Vodor. Looked like number 29. All right, Purdy, play action. Across the middle, caught. Ricky Pearsall was right open there. Goes down to the 27. Yeah, 51 took the bait on the play action there. And Purdy dumps it off to the left side to Kittle. He gets one tackle, a couple, missed. Gets down to the 10. Who's 51 from that other play? Ben Neiman. On an unrelated note, when is Alex Anzalone set to return? I know we have Germ back. The Players Association president. All right, another red zone situation. Purdy rolling out, gets rid of the ball, goes out of bounds. Red zone. Just hold them to a field goal here. Yeah, San Francisco is another team that I think I would compare the Lions to just because they have explosive, big, strong playmakers like that, and they're built all-around team. It's just San Francisco had been ahead of where Detroit was, especially last year. All right, second and goal for the 49ers. San Francisco gets a touchdown. Deebo Samuel on a run play to the right. They do a salute for the celebration. Technically, a reception. I don't see how did Purdy just like boop, and then he caught it. Yeah, technically a pass, I guess. Jack Campbell probably could have caught him if he didn't have other players right in front of him blocking his path. Because San Francisco is without Trent Williams, too. He's one of their top linemen. All right. Oh, man. I need to get a haircut sometime soon. Probably later this week. I know most people like to grow out their hair. I am not one of them. I just prefer buzz cuts. I prefer as little hair as possible just because it's less work with shampoo in the shower. I think of hair in terms of function more than I do for fashion. But that's just me. You got to do you. I got to do me. That's the way I think of it. At some point, I kind of want to look into the Lions' overall stats this season. I'm kind of starting to. I know we have the playoffs to go, but I'm also kind of thinking about what they're going to do in the offseason and what they're going to do in the draft and which type of players they're going to draft, because that's probably where my best content comes from, just talking about possible players to draft and possible scenarios and stuff. I do intend to go to the NFL draft. It is in Green Bay. It's not far from where I live, so I think that would be a fun experience. I mean, I wish I would have gone to the one in Detroit, but that was too far away from me at that point, so. Kennedy takes it out to the 30. I think preferably for draft picks, some combination of depth pieces for all position groups, as well as like Andy Reid did it with the Eagles, where he drafted like a rookie in a spot where somebody was 1 year away from free agency. Goff jumps off to Gibbs, and he dukes him out and gets close to the first down. Anyways, like for example, let's say, just for random example, Levi Onwuzurike, he has one more season left. Although I think this season might be his last one, I don't know. But let's just say he has one more left. He drafted a defensive lineman to be a rookie that similar to Levi Onwuzurike. Then Onwuzurike has one more year, then he leaves for free agency, and then that lineman can take over for him. And then, all right, Goff takes a stop and shotgun, passes, caught to Laporta, down to the 33, but there's a flag on the play. Flag all the way in the downfield. $53 of the 49ers is limping. Oh, yeah, Greenlaw's out. I forgot about him, too. No fall on the play. First down. But who's somebody who has 1 year left on their contract, or somebody who's set to become a free agent? Maybe like someone like Melifonwu or Levi Onwuzurike, like I was talking about. Whatever roles like they play, maybe try to draft somebody as like their replacement, so to speak. But other than that, as far as Lions depth or draft plans, like draft for depth all across the board. So because they hand it off to Craig Reynolds, who gets up for a couple yards. Because there's players that they've drafted the last couple years that are developmental, like Broderick Martin, who's got a little bit more playing time this year, but he might be set to be able to take a much larger role next year to help DJ Reader, especially with Reader on the team, to help him kind of learn and develop, and that can help stuff the run. So think of Bland of the Cowboys last year when he was getting all those pick sixes. He was a lower draft pick, and he took a couple of years to develop, and all of a sudden he was one of the best at what he did. And the Lions have other players like that, like Gianno Manu, who could take over one of the offensive lineman spots as early as next year or maybe 2 years from now. Christian Mahogany, he could definitely take up for a spot. Colby Sorsdale, I don't know about him anymore because we barely seen him at all, so he might just wind up being a depth guy. I know Sorsdale had a rough rookie year last year, and I haven't heard much from him at all this year. Goff takes a snap. It's 3rd and 3. He's pursued by Bosa, and he goes down. It'll be 4th down now. Goff is frustrated. Yeah, Bosa got the better of Decker on that one. Linemen like Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker need to do a better job of handling elite edge rushers like Bosa. Bates is out for the field goal. This is a 57-yard attempt. Kick is up. It's good. The last couple of games, he had missed field goals, but they were both really long. 57 is pretty long, but he can make them, and he did here. So we're down by 4 now. I know we can't get them all, but we gotta. It was due at some point, but the Lions defense needs to get some stops at some point. They got the stop at the end of the halftime when they missed the field goal. I don't remember the last time the Lions defense has gotten an interception. Like Kirby Joseph was on a streak where he was getting a bunch. Brian Branch had a few. Even Carlton Davis in that Houston game. And I know it helps when your front seven is able to create pressure with blitzes and one-on-ones and stuff like that. But, like, at some point, the interceptions have got to come, right? After the Packers and Vikings game last night, I immediately watched the replay of the Lions-Vikings game from earlier this season just to kind of do a little scouting, see how things would go. Get an idea of what to expect in this final game that's coming up next week. They're previewing the Week 18 schedule. But they're not showing the Sunday night game. I think they're going to show it next. The NFC North looks like it's going to wrap up on Saturday. Oh, those are Saturday games. Now we're seeing Sunday games. I follow you now. The game-clinching ones will be like the later. The more impactful, the later. Why does Gibbs have a Band-Aid on his face? Who does he think he is, Nelly? Steve O'Shea. Purdy play action. Gets rid of the ball. No one catches it, but there's pass interference. There's flags everywhere. That takes them on to the 45-yard line. Purdy play action. Interception! Kirby Joseph, yes! I've been waiting for an interception. We finally got one. Hang on to the ball. Hang on to the ball. Woo! It has been a minute. I was just talking about it a minute ago. We finally got an interception. Woo-hoo-hoo! Kirby Joseph is a league leader in interception. I haven't checked the stat in a minute. I know he was leading the league at one point. That might put him at number one. Kirby, yeah, watch out for that Kirby Joseph. He's gonna get you. He gonna get you. And now the Lions offense has to capitalize on it. We need to take the lead in this game. The Geico Gecko is trying to make intimate eye contact with me through the TV screen, or my tablet screen to be exact. Goff does play action, dumps it off to JMO, gets a couple yards shy of the first down. Over near the 32. Yep, 8 interceptions now. That leads the NFL. Goff play action. Dumps it off to Reynolds over there. First down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Those checkdowns toward the side have been opening up for them, and that's been getting us the yards we need. First and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. Goff and shotgun, bunch of people lined up to the left. Hand off to the running back. Craig Reynolds goes up the middle, gains about 6 yards. I think Reynolds is the best physical running back we have right now with Montgomery out. The announcers are trying to compare Dan Campbell to Jimmy Johnson, as if they were in the locker room with those coaches over their years. Second and 4. Goff passes up the middle. Caught. St. Brown down to the 6. Goff under center. First and goal. Hand off to Gibbs. Or Jefferson, excuse me. Gains about 3 yards. All right, second and goal. We're at the 4.5 yard line. Goff under center. A bunch of people lined up to the right. Running back behind him. St. Brown in motion. Play action. Goff processing. Goes to the right side. Incomplete. Skips to Jamo's feet. Goff looks kind of frustrated. We got to take the lead right here and now. We got to capitalize on Kirby Joseph's interception. Third and goal. Goff and shotgun. Lions playmakers spread across the line. Goff gets rid of it. Oh, it was incomplete. St. Brown didn't look like he knew it was coming to him. Yeah, pressure by Bosa. That's our identity. We can definitely get it here. It's fourth and goal, still at the 4.5. Takes the snap. St. Brown gets in. Touchdown. Lions take the lead. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? I don't know what that was. It looked like an axe chopping a tree or something. What is the crowd chanting? Extra point is good. 31-28. Lions have the lead. Whew. That's more like it. Now we can kind of run the clock down, so to speak. Then again, San Francisco could take the lead on their next possession with another touchdown. So if the defense can do another great thing like that Kirby Joseph interception, we got the momentum on our side right now. They're showing 49ers GM John Lynch. Is he a former football player? Kind of looks like he might be. The only sport I really see former players as GMs is NHL hockey. Steve Eiserman's a good example. Brendan Shanahan's another example. And then in baseball, Billy Beane, the Oakland A's, the center of the movie Moneyball, which in my opinion is a classic. But yeah, the 49ers are one of those example type organizations where they have their own coaching tree, their own GM tree. The Washington Commanders, for example, they got one of the executives from the 49ers to be their GM, if I'm not mistaken. And who's the coach that? Oh, yeah, Houston has San Francisco's former defensive coordinator coaching them, D'Amico Ryans. Kittle falls short of the first down after a pass, and then Robert Saleh of the Jets, who was fired, but in my opinion, he was doing a good job with the Jets. He shouldn't have been fired. It was just Aaron Rodgers being the diva that he is. That's the end of the third quarter. Forgot what I was talking about. Three quarters down, one to go. I haven't checked any of the stats since the first half, but things are going the Lions' way, so I don't want to jinx it by doing that again. So maybe I'll go back on Twitter, though. That's something I have started doing. See what people are saying. Oh, yeah, A.J. Brown launched Tanner McKee's first TD ball into the stands. I saw that. And then Big Dom had to go get it. And then A.J. Brown, after the game, signed his jersey off his back and gave it to the fan in exchange. So I remember that. Spencer Raxter, we await your return, my glorious king. And then a picture of Alex Anzalone. Holy bleep, the men's Gonzaga basketball team plane almost got hit by a Delta plane taking off. Oh, yeah, and then there's the footage of it. Yeah. It's like very The Office, like the camera going back and forth to the plane, which has the feeling of shame. Meanwhile, Jason Kelsey and the rest of the broadcast crew are eating turkey drums or something. Yeah, a lot of stuff left over from yesterday's football games. Grant Paulson, Riley Patterson misses a 55-yard field goal attempt short. The Commanders cut him in the summer, and he had a chance to rip their hearts out. Yeah, Riley Patterson, his former Lions kicker from a couple years ago. Anyways, where are we at? 2nd and 1. 49ers have the ball. They run up the middle. They get the first down. But not much chunk yards after that. First and 10, ball at the 42. Purdy takes a snap. Across the middle, caught, first down to the other 40 by George Kittle. Anyone but you, Kittle. Who's on that coverage there? Melifonwu. You know someone who the Lions should draft? A lineman of some type that has really lanky arms that can bat down passes or bat down field goals attempts. That'd be a nice weapon. Now they're trying to reverse end around type of thing. 14 tried to pass it, but he passed it out of bounds. Nobody was open. I didn't know Ricky Pearsall could pass the ball. Learned something about him. I only say that because I know he's a rookie. He was the 49ers first-round draft pick, and he got shot during a bank robbery and was out for some time, and now he's back. Purdy processing. Oh! Missed it. Joseph almost intercepted it again, but he tripped. Oof. Amik Robertson batted away, incomplete. Now it's fourth down. Good defense, Amik. You were low-key becoming one of my favorite defensive players. It's like Jack Campbell and then you. As far as current ones, Jack Campbell and you. Oh, what's the name of the lineman? Mac. Mac is up there too, but he's injured right now. And now they have to kick a field goal. Jake Moody, 58 yards. Ali McNeil, that's who I was thinking of. Kick is up. Missed. Wide left this time. Like I said before, Moody, I know you're a U of M alumnus, and I love you for helping Michigan with what they've done. But I'm glad you're missing these kicks against us here. That was also huge for the Lions defense. Now, if we get another touchdown, we can really blow this thing out of reach. Do a quick check on Twitter again. Not changing anything of my ritual in the second half. So Perna says, "Oh God, we're getting whipped and spit on. You usually have to pay for this." Funny, Perna. They're comparing the quarterback's stats. Purdy has more yards, but and they each have 3 touchdowns apiece, but Purdy also has an interception. Goff is 23 for 28, but Purdy's 20 for 26. Handoff to Gibbs, who's getting met in the backfield, but he goes around to the other side and he gets 2 yards when it's all said and done there. So that was he averted a potential disaster, a huge tackle for loss, and he escaped it. '49ers have been getting consistent pass rush on us throughout this game. Not just Bosa either. Second and 7. Goff and shotgun. Hands off to Gibbs again. Gains about 4 yards on that one. Couple yards away from the first down. So the sideline reporter, I guess Bates had a softball. He was like laying on the ground like he was injured, but now they're saying he's fine. He didn't need any medical attention or anything. So Goff, 3rd and 3, passes incomplete. It's 4th and 3. I didn't see where they were at. They were somewhere toward the middle of the field. They're going for it. Or at the very least, they're going to try to get them to jump off sides. Yeah, they're at the 45. 5, 4, 3, and they snap it. Laporta gets the first down to the 30. So they actually went for it, and they got the first down on a Laporta catch. 19 yards. Goff is smiling. He's happy. Skipper's in. Extra offensive lineman. They're at the 26. Goff under center. They hand off. Gains a couple yards there. Goff under center. Williams in motion. Play action. Dump off to J-Mo. He couldn't catch it. Like as his hands made contact with the ball, it touched the ground. Incomplete pass. Come on, Lions. Oh, Williams fell down backwards that time. Incomplete pass. Field goal units coming out. Yeah, JMO slipped and fell down. "42-yard attempt for Bates. Kick is up. And it's good. No problem for Bates.
34-28.
So what are you doing? Commercial break.
Detroit is winning by 6 points.
Perna tweets, why the broadcast have to do Jake Bakes like this? La, 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 la. Yeah, in hindsight, it does kind of look funny, but obviously Jake Bakes looks fine because they just nailed a 42-yard field goal there, so. NFL tweets, the Lions have motion. And that was during a JMO touchdown from earlier, 2 hours ago. What are they trying to imply? LMAO Purdy really completed back-to-back interceptions to Kirby Joseph. I'm assuming they refer to. Oh yeah, because there was one that was a penalty, and then the second one was an actual interception. Let me see what they mean. Oh, here's something interesting from Detroit Lions PR. Jake Bates, 1 minute ago, kicker Jake Bates established a new single-season franchise record for points scored, passing Jason Hansen's previous record of 134 points in 2012. One pride. So Jake Bates has broken Jason Hansen's record for most points in Detroit Lions single season. That is impressive. I remember Jason Hansen. I really liked him. As well as the kicker that preceded him, whose name escapes me at the moment, who went to Arizona. Oh my gosh, they're pressuring Purdy. They got the sack. The Lions defense gets pressures. Miles Adams, Joe Buck says. They're showing Jalen Reeves-Maybin on the replay. Oh yeah, he drilled the right guard on that play and started the pressures. He got an assist on that. So Germ caused that. Purdy pass. Pearsall goes out of bounds with it. Few yards away from the first down. Third and 5. Purdy in shotgun. Takes the snap. Processing. Gets the ball off. Pearsall with a first down. Down to the 50. 8:56 and counting to go in the game. The Lions will likely try to run the clock out next time they possess the ball. And they're at the 49. First and 10. Purdy under center. Running back in the backfield. Receivers on the right side. Play action. Passes. Kittle gets it. First down and more. Flags are down on the play, though. .62, ineligible receiver. Replay first down. Austin Pleasance. A depth left tackle player. All right, Purdy passes again. Caught, but only like a 5-yard game. Okay, what happened there? They showed it to Purdy, and now there's flags thrown. What's going on? The camera cut too soon. Jennings, Brian Branch is involved. Brian Branch shoved him. Yeah, Dan Campbell's not happy about that. He's probably going to have a talking to Branch. He's on the sideline over there right now. Interception! Kirby Joseph again. Yes! The momentum continues. Now I can eat the clock. Oh, yeah, Aaron Glenn's chewing him out as that happens. The 49ers GM stands up and is like, ugh. Someone's getting fired. I'm just kidding. But yes, the Lions, they should be able to run the ball, run the clock down, eat the clock, and then maybe do another score and really put this game out of reach. Because they are up by 6 points right now. San Francisco could get a touchdown and an extra point and then take the lead. So preferably another touchdown to make it a 2-score game. I just had to see the debate and Manning commercial. So silly, it's entertaining. All right, we're back at the game. Kirby was the lone safety with the 2 receivers being covered by corners. And then he cuts inside and then he jumps it. 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff under center. St. Brown in motion. Running back in the backfield. Gibbs gets the ball. Goes up the middle with it. Gains about 8 yards. 7:25 to go and counting. And the Lions are going to eat some more clock. I'm hearing Jared Goff chants. Hand off to Gibbs again. They get the first down. .633 and counting. Showing Jack Campbell talking to Jerm. And then Reader talking to... They're showing a bit of everybody. That looked like Colby Sorsdale walking around in a hoodie as if he wasn't dressed and ready to play. Must be out with an injury or something. Hand off to Gibbs again. Or Reynolds, who cuts to the left side, gets about 5 on that play. I love Kirby Joseph's dance. Like, I could do it better if I wasn't sitting. 9th interception this season. Leads NFL. 2nd tonight. Goff in motion. Or not Goff in motion. Got Jamison Williams for the first down. St. Brown was in motion. Goff was under center, but Clock continues to run. 5:06, 5:05, and counting. Goff under center, running back in the back. And it's Craig Reynolds. He gets the ball, gets about 5 yards. Getting those power runs for us. Most past TDs in a single season Lions history. Jared Goff is right there at 36. Matthew Stafford has the record of 41 in 2011. So he would need 5 more to tie him in the last 4 minutes of this game and then in the one more game against the Vikings. But Goff only cares about getting the Super Bowl ring, not other things like MVP. All right, play action. Dumps off to Laporta. Gets 3-ish yards, 1 yard shy of the first down. Third down coming up. Goff is doing a good job of taking advantage of the dump plays, taking what he's given. And we're moving the ball with stuff like that. Goff and shotgun. Hands off to Gibbs right away. He goes around the first down and more. And blocking good. And he's in for a touchdown. And there's no flags. Lions have 40 points on the boards now. That was a 30-yard run. Yeah, Joe's talking about, that should be it, and there's no injury issues. Bates misses the extra point on that one. Yeah, right after I pointed out how Bates has the most points in Detroit Lions single season, breaking the previous record, he misses an extra point. Kind of let it go to his head. I think that's going to be something I talk about with Bates in my post-game short. 117 rushing yards, 46 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. He's really doing that Alvin Kamara stuff. There's 2:58 to go. Even if San Francisco scores one more touchdown here, they will need to have eaten a lot of clock for that. They'll definitely have to try an onside kick. Is the ball out on the kick return? What is going on? They blew it dead before he got over there. Yeah, that line didn't look like he noticed the ball was out, even though he was on top of it. Might have to prepare to challenge this, depending on what they say. What's the verdict? Down by contact upon recovery. All right. Don't let it go to here. Kittle gets hit before the first down. Gets it to Jennings. Not getting the first down there quite yet. Down to I think it's the 45. It's third down now. It's counting down to the 2-minute warning, which should be in a few seconds. I was kind of quiet there because I'm trying to mentally prepare my my post-game YouTube short. Some of the things that they did good and some of the things I saw that need improvement. The improvement things, I think, probably Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker, how they handled Bosa. I know Bosa's one of the best edge rushers, if not the best edge rusher, but you hold both of those linemen to high standards. And when it comes to this last game against Minnesota in the postseason, you gotta give up less pressures than that, regardless of who it is. And then when Brock Purdy ran in for that QB touchdown, I believe Ben Neiman was the one who was watching him the whole time, and then he still let him through. So that's one criticism. And then I think Jake Bates, he's done some good stuff, and then he has a missed PAT here. He got the single season record for points for Lions, and he might have learned that and let it go to his head. But the previous 2 games, he's had missed field goals. I mean, the Buffalo one was definitely atrocious, and we get it. Everybody's going to miss 1 or 2 now and then. The Chicago game, he had one that was very, very far away after a penalty, and he missed that one. So can't really blame that. But the PAT there at the end of the game, got to be disciplined with that sort of stuff. And the field goals in this game was good. The blocked PAT in the beginning of the game, not his fault. I don't know who that is, but that person can't let that get through. I'd have to go back and watch that. But yeah, like Dan Campbell said at the coming out at halftime to the sideline reporter, like cleaning up the little things and that sort of thing. The things that don't require talent, you got to clean up and get a little bit more discipline with, especially with these, fill-in defensive people. But there's a lot of good in this game too, like Gibbs, St. Brown, Laporta, J-Mo, Goff being efficient, no interceptions. Kirby Joseph especially, he deserves to get a game ball. So yeah, that's me mentally preparing my notes of this game. All right, 3rd and 2. Purdy passes, first down to Pearsall, down to the 35. Oh, Purdy gets sacked. Brian Branch on the blitz. That's like a Melifonwu type of blitz sack right there. Nice sack. Oh, Purdy looks like he might be injured now. Josh Dobbs is in that quarterback now. You never wish that on your worst enemy. Jared Goff chants are starting up again. Dobbs fires. Catches completes. They he's short of the first down. They take him out of bounds. He escaped that initial tackle there for whatever reason. Minute 28 to go in the game. Yeah, Purdy's not going to come back in. The Brian Branch hit was clean. Still, though, previous play on a further review. Ooh. It might have been when the other lineman landed on him, too. Okay, logistics with the previous play. I'm thinking when that lineman landed on Purdy there, that probably was the injury because it didn't look like Brian Branch had anything to do with a wrist injury. San Francisco will take the 10-second run off, I guess. So now the clock is 1:19. San Francisco uses their first timeout. Pass to Dobbs, or to 15, excuse me. First down, goes out of bounds. The hurry up play, and almost got sacked, and he gets it off to Kittle down to the 5, and they're hurrying it up. 53 seconds to go. San Francisco uses a second timeout. And another interception right here would put the game away. But the Lions are comfortable in the lead. San Francisco, even if they get a touchdown, they'll have to do an onside kick. Ball's up. Incomplete. Out of bounds. 50 seconds to go. Second and goal. And rolling out under pressure. He's going to try to run it in himself. He gets the touchdown. Score is currently 34 for San Francisco. Oh, extra point's no good. So the kickers exchange missed extra points.
So Lions are ahead by 6 now. Right? Yeah.
Annie Agar, gosh darn it. The Titanic reference with Jake Bates laying down. That Adam Scheffner tweeting Sonic ... on that most recent touchdown. They blast the onside kick out of bounds. All right. Oh, it was a spoof on Martin Hanks' pickoff celebration. The shake thing, whatever. Yeah, Kirby Joseph's definitely getting a game ball. And here comes the kneeing. 40 seconds to go and counting. Yes, Joe Buck, indeed. They played to win, and they used their starters for the whole thing. Another knee, 15 to go and counting. And here comes the media on the field. Here comes the GGs. This is the therapy I'm sure the Lions needed for last year's championship game. When the schedule first came out, this one was probably going to look like a big NFC type of game, and Minnesota looked like next to nothing. Oh, how the turntables. All right. Lions are back in the number 1 seed, and they have that advantage psychologically as they will go home to play the Minnesota Vikings. Winner take all. They're doing St. Brown interview. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to shut off the stream, and then I'm going to do my post-game stuff, and then I'll scan YouTube forever for everything. And then, yeah. Big game next week. So we got this one out of the way. Oh, yeah, Minnesota has the advantage of having like an extra day while we have a slightly short week, but it won't matter that much to Detroit. So anyways, until next time, go Lions, one pride.